Alright guys, on these trucks we either have 2 cats or we have 1 cat and a resonator. I cut the second cat or the resonator out a while back, welded a pipe in there, and I decided to cut the front cat, and I'm working it up now. Here's the front cat, and then here's a pipe that I'm trying to mimic and get the angle just right. Trying to make it to where I can fit this pipe right here where the cat went. So it's gonna be something like that. I just gotta work out the angles just a little bit more. And then I'll take these 3 exhaust nuts off. Take these 2 off. After I tack weld it, I'm gonna tack weld it up and then take it off and then weld it all the way around and then put it back. And then start the truck, check for exhaust leaks. Alright, got the pipe welded up. Definitely not your prettiest welder, but I'll make it do. This end over here is really hard to weld. I don't know if it's the way I made the 2 pieces of metal join, but I had to do a couple of welds. This side went awesome, so just went a little fast right there, but I'm just welding with the Harbor Freight, and it's kind of hard to set the temperature because you just have A, B, C, D, E, but I'll make it work. And then I'm also using flux wire, so hopefully this will fit and try it out. Oh man, it's been a day, but I finally got it. Alright. Like I talked about before, this is where the second cat or the resonator is at. And then this is where the other cat's at. And what I did was I got this cut right, and then this tack weld broke, so I just estimated, and what it did is it pushed it further out. So when I put all the exhaust together, the exhaust was slim over there, so I couldn't get it to sit right, and it had a leak here, and then a leak here, and then a little bit up there. Those bolts are a pain. I stripped the nuts and had to use different nuts, but I don't feel any air right now, which is good. But got that in, and when I realized that, I took my sawzall and cut on this side half of it, and then just bent this whole pipe over just to see how much I needed to go over. So then I took the sawzall, cut it off, cut this off, put a pipe in here, slid the pipe in here, and then just based it right there. And I made sure the pipe was going further out. That way then there wasn't a whole lot of tension on the exhaust. Welded. I think these welds were okay, but I had a hard time doing these welds. And I put some janky gaskets in here and then in there. Don't have any leaks for now. And it's pretty cool because my mistake where I pushed the exhaust too far this way, as you can see, it's actually good because I want to get this track bar that welds to the frame right in here, and then that bar comes up and welds right here. So I may have to still move the exhaust, but if I weld this here, then run that track bar right there, then that's good. gonna drive it around and see what it sounds like with no cats. I do have this glass pack because I can't stand full straight pipe. It's a little too riced out for me. Oh. What's up, babies? If anybody wants to extend their rear brake line, just buy another brake line, because the female and males connect. They're the same thread pitch and everything. So female end goes there to the brake line, to the horn line, and then the male connects to where the female was up there, and then there you got all this play. And I only paid, I think, $10 for this brake line. Get me some new tires, because this slick wet road and my little radials that I got on here is pretty bad. Like radials is like, I got my stock tires and the tires are dry rotted. They got okay tread, but it's still kind of sketch. I got the Steelies on here. So hot as hell out here today in North Carolina, and still glad I got the D series because I still got the AC in here. The only thing that I'm running into is that when I'm sitting in neutral at like a light or something, if I turn on the AC, my D series will like misfire. It's like it can't handle the load. I don't know if it's a relay, but if anybody has experience where you're at idle in your D series and you turn your AC on and then your motor just acts like it's misfiring in a cylinder, like it has no power at all, and it sounds like it's about to die. That's what I'm talking about. So if anybody has like a way they can help me out, some kind of theory, or if they experience that, then let me know. Appreciate it. I need to make an exhaust video with the Tacoma when I go through the tunnel, and let it rip a little bit and get that on video and post it for y'all, because tunnels are always cool when you got exhaust. So it'll be like this. Except for my Civic has stock exhaust, so you ain't gonna be able to hear anything. Except for my little cold air intake, that makes a little whistle sound.